Dizzy Down the Rapids was released in 1991, published by Codemasters. Let me be honest with you right away and tell you what my prejudices were back in the late 1980s and early 1990s. I would have purchased any dogshit game featuring Dizzy. This is the first Dizzy game on my list, and I was irrational about that egg and its many adventures. It was like an addiction that drove not just me insane, but also my teachers furious, to the point that I was forbidden from ever discussing or drawing Dizzy at school. Let's talk about the game. The backstory of the game might have been written on the back of a cigarette pack. You find yourself in a wooden barrel, floating down a river, avoiding the same 5 types of opponents repeatedly. There are dragonflies, crocodiles, demon eggs in barrels, and elves who hurl apples at you from the shoreline. You can play as Dizzy or Daisy, or you can play the game in 2-player mode. To deal with foes, you can throw apples to clear the way ahead. However, apples are limited. In 2-player mode, my brothers and I would take it in turns to deal with each foe, so we could better manage our apples. Aside from collecting lily pads for points, the game consists of 3 short, monotonous levels. I get the impression this game was initially intended as a minigame, and never anything else. Why Bubble Dizzy was a minigame in Fantasy World Dizzy, and Down the Rapids just gives off the same red flags. If I could talk to my younger self, I'd question why I didn't recognize this game as a disappointing minigame, which was masquerading as a complete game. I would also bring out the game's glaring lack of Dizzy theme to my younger self. Why is this game so bad? It feels like an unofficial spin-off because it was created by someone other than the Oliver twins. I'm not sure why I enjoyed this game so much as a child. Now at nearly 44 years old, I see this game as a perfect example of the late-budget Spectrum games. Most were essentially shovelware designed to make a quick buck on a dying system. After a few hours of writing this, I believe I've finally figured out why I loved it. It's a stupid but accurate reason. It is the only official Dizzy game that can be played with 2 players at the same time.
I'm sure you've heard the words, "This is the way." But have you ever stopped to feel their weight? The Mandalorian is more than a story, it's a code. A creed about loyalty, found family, and the journey of redemption. So as we wrap up, remember, whether you're forging your own path or standing by those who matter most is the way. Hit subscribe, and let's explore the galaxy together.